And as much as Maka would like Counsell to be available off the bench for him and in a utility role, his bat keeps him in the lineup. Tolbert, a terrific play to start it. And Counsell, a good home team and what has been a very good road team this year in the Brewers, as Hardy sends one to left. And Denard Span will run it down for out.
Ryan seems like he's been on base all year.
And Braun lines one to center. Gomez right there, and that's the on the south side yesterday against the White Sox. 20-1 was the final score. Bouncer out to Prince, and one gone here in the first inning. Here's how the batting average is .417. He's hit for power. 8 home runs already, despite missing the entire first month of the year after kidney surgery. And Parra walks him on 4 straight.
But can protect very well.
Mauer stays put. The 3-2 is popped up. Long run for McGee. Tough play here, and it's off his glove. A Flair single for Morneau.
Another left-handed hitter.
Kadire launches one, and that one's not coming back. 3-run home run for Michael Kadire. And the Twins off to a fast start here tonight.
Boy, that pitch right down Main Street, and Michael Kadire gave it a ride. Boy, oh boy. Fall behind early, but if Manny's able to right the ship, you know the Brewers, more times than not, are going to come back.
Fielder and Counsell converging. Counsell makes a call, and Joe Creedy, homers, has 7 driven in. And that one's a shot right back up the middle. Hits the bag. And the Twins still at work here in the first inning. That after. And the Twins made another chase at a postseason last year without Santana. So go 0-2 to Fielder. That one's hit well to left. And Span with room will make the catch.
A bit more ground, but you have to have a big arm.
Cameron down a ball and 2 strikes and waves at a breaking ball. And Hart jumps on the first pitch, and this is going to be another easy inning for Kevin Slowey. 1, 2, 3, 6 in a row, retired.
Ball returns to Minnesota, guys.
All right, Telly, thanks a lot. A bunt laid down beautifully by Gardenhire. Had to do a lot of damage to his lineup today as Fielder takes it on the hop, and base of the year for Tolbert. Infield halfway in, and Parra walks him on 4 straight. First and third for Minnesota, and a dangerous hitter in Mauer at the plate. And he hammers that one to center field. It's going to be plenty deep to score the run. And the stolen base by Tolbert is going to turn into a run scored for Minnesota. 4-0 Twins as Mauer drives. Popped him up. Craig Counsell under it. Corey Hart's coming in. And it's Hart who makes a catch. The inning is over, but the Twins and Jody Garrett made his flight from San Diego and is in uniform tonight as Gamble gets drilled by a pitch. So the first base runner for the Brewers comes to lead off, and that earns him a start here tonight. Bill Hall out of the lineup, and McGee gets that chance, and he rips one, but it's caught by Harris. A line shot pulled down by the Minnesota shortstop Nick Punto.
Well, right at him. Ryan
out for the season. Kendall, a bouncer. Punto to the bag for one. The turn by Tolbert in time. Each other's territory. So interleague pays off in that regard for sure. It's always good to get these two together. Kadire jumps on the first pitch and hits that one up into the seats on a hop. And Michael Kadire has found his power stroke. Had 3 home runs on the road trip. Hit a 3-run homer his last time up and belt a double into left.
Sosa and McGuire had their home run chase. I think baseball back on the map after all that.
Little bouncer to Hardy. Nice big hop for him. And JJ takes care of Joe Creedy for 3 balls, 2 strikes on Harris. And that one's back up the middle. Another base hit. Rounding third, headed home is Kadire. And the throw is cut off. The Twins keep tacking runs on. 5-0 Minnesota here in the 3rd inning. Last game plus for Minnesota. There's a little broken bat, line drive. Counsell, snap throw to first in time. Double play.
Synthetic turf. Very tough on the knees.
Easy play for Span, and it's out number 1.
The only base runner has been a hit batter.
Hardy drives one to the gap in right center. That one's well hit, and that one's going to go off the base of the wall. JJ on his way to second. Kadire's got a gun, but Hardy in there with a double. The first hit of the game. Gave him a chance to hit their way back into it. Braun bounces one deep at third. Harris got a long throw, but a good arm. And fielder chases. So the Brewers can't do anything. Has had some back issues in the past. None all too serious, but had to sit for Dave Nelson. Runner takes off on the ground. McGee can't get it. Bernard Span with a base hit. Pucho ends up at third. They weren't sure if he was going to be able to come back or not. There's a bouncer, chance for 2. McGee to Counsell, who drops the baseball. Oh, the Brewers looking at an opportunity to get out of the inning. But Counsell dropped it.
But you got to stop it right here.
Morneau with 2 on, just 1 out. And that one's drilled deep center field. Cameron's got a long way to go, and he can't get it. It's off the wall. 1 run is in. That's Span. Mauer right behind him. He's going to score. Morneau into third with a triple. 2 RBI triple. And the Twins have opened it up. And stays hot as he gets home. There's a bouncer. And that's a base hit. And the beat goes on here. 9-0 Minnesota. 4th run batted in for Kadire on his 3rd hit. Find something for tomorrow. So DeFelice strikes out Joe Creedy.
Stat that's been terrific this year.
Little bouncer. Counsell will take it. Long throw is in time. And the side retired with 4th inning. Manny Parra gives up 8 earned runs in his 3 1/3, and there's Mike Cameron with a base hit. Drop, the ball really stands out as Hart jumps on the first pitch. 5-4, the turn to 3, and Morneau can't dig it out.
Well, you got to love Mike Cameron. I'll tell you what, he's able to take out Tolbert.
Matt Gamble lines one into right center, a base hit. And Hart on his way to third. Long throw in from Gomez, and Hart is in there. There's another. Well, Corey Hart taking the extra base, giving McGee an RBI opportunity here. And he flies one to center. Here comes Gomez with a good arm. Hart is going to tag, and here comes Corey. And the throw from Gomez is late. Hart scores, and the Brewers are on the board. Good throw from Gomez, but Hart, and usually that's easier said than done. Kendall rips one to center, but right at Carlos Gomez. On the side retired, but the Brewers are on the board on a couple of hits.
Coaches, guys between each other that, you know, kind of the inside baseball that we get when we talk to these coaches on a regular basis.
I bet he was a fun guy to catch.
Oh man, he was.
Put it where you wanted it.
In the rocking chair with Bert.
Tolbert skies one to left. Braun with a softball. Swindle strikes out, put first loss against an American League team in his career. He'd come in 3-0 with a 1.42 ERA. Foul territory. Harris will make the call and the catch.
I want to say it was Counsell in the 4th.
Billy Hall lines out. So Hall
sensitive about that topic around here.
Oh, Braun rifles one back up the middle. A base hit. Man, that ball was really smoked by Braun. Batting practice fastball recall. Braun takes off. Fielder strikes out. And the inning ends. Inning. Swindle now with 2/3 of an inning under his belt. Starts his second inning of work. And Span launches one deep right field. And that one is going to be high and out of here. Knocked it over the baggie. Third home run for Span. And it's 10-1 Twins.
Boy, the Brewer pitching staff has been so good for such a long stretch and able to get their team ERA at 3.86. Good for the second. He was going to swing at that.
And he blows an 83-mile-an-hour fastball by him. That's
or natural grass it's never easy. You get a truer hop, but you have to play.
Runner at second with one away. And a broken bat. That's a fair ball down the line. We'll see if Kadire is going to chance it here. Braun plays it. Kadire on his way to third. And there it is. A cycle for Michael Kadire in his first 4 at-bats. It's the second in the Kubel spot in the batting order. So you never know. Maybe that spot in the order is the cycle as Hall brings one down. Harris pops it up. McGee is back. And he's got it. And the inning ends.
I wasn't built for that type of thing.
Hey, Mike Cameron goes down the right field line. Cameron with extra bases. And he'll stop at second with a double. So Cameron has 2 hits. And a leadoff runner aboard. Corey Hart strikes. Jody Garrett at second base. Gamble hits one high in the air. Back is Gomez with room. Garrett's going to tag. And Gomez, who played it very well.
Why not give him a chance?
And that one's ripped into left center. That is going to get down and go to the wall. Garrett scores. Casey McGee with a ringing double into left center. And that's the kind of bat McGee showed all spring. Bat off the bench, whether it be Kendall or Rivera, depending on who's catching. Kendall gets jammed. And that one will be played by Span and left. The inning is over, but Casey McGee, right, a lot of trouble. That's when you just keep calling for the bartender. As Kendall will squeeze it out number 1 here in the 7th inning.
You know, on that triple, did you see the
1 hit, no runs, gives up a hit. And Matt Tolbert rolls to Hall, ranging to his left. Good play for it. You know, I did it with Mike Cameron last year. Speaking of name dropping. As Punto slices one, McGee can't handle but recovers in time for the out.
Maybe we should have Davey Nelson. Maybe when we get back home, do an instructional on that.
Time it. He could show it as Council delivers with a hit.
Have Davey go ahead.
Trainer.
I'll do everything it takes to make the instructional a success.
You're not as young as you used to be. That one skips by Morneau. Hall's going to take advantage and head over to second base. Cameron did a great job at the score program, and what was interesting about that day as Braun lines one back up the middle again. His second hit, this time it's going to produce a run, and the Brewers have 3 on the board. 11-3 Minnesota as Braun drives in his 31st run of the year. Like he's going to end up on the north side. Bouncer, Penn's got it. Fired to second for one, a low throw, but a double play still turned. Punto good. Coming up just an out short of a symmetrical 1-inning bullpen by committee, as Rock was requesting. There's been innings from DeFelice, Julio, and Stetter.
Sam Holbrook has to stay there.
Or they wheel you off. Morneau chases one. He doesn't run homer in the first. He drove in a run with a single in the 4th. And that triple drove in one. And he shows he can make it out. And he'll get a nice hand here.
Garrett in there.
And Garrett goes. As Hart pops it up. So 2 gone here in the ninth. Brewers down to their last. Tonight Gamble has a hit. And he's been hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 2. And that one's ripped into right center field. That one's got a chance to go. And it's off the top of the wall. Gamble rolls into second with a double. Narrowly missing a home run. Boy, the Brewers full count to McGee. And he draws the walk. Nicely done. Well, those are the counters. Kendall with 2 aboard and 2 out. And Kendall on the first pitch flies out to center. That's the ball game. The Twins win the opener of this 3-game series. Final score of 11-3.